What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life TV. I am Poetry. You are here for a review of Guava Island. Guava Island was what I thought was a TV series. Come to find out, it's not a TV series at all. What it happens to be is a movie short done by Donald Glover, also known as Childish Gambino, and starring Rihanna and Letitia Wright, from Black Panther. So it was a 1 hour little movie short. Apparently they showed it at Coachella. You could also call this an extended video. Okay, you remember when Thriller came out? Thriller was a whole doggone movie, you know what I'm saying? With the songs and all that going on. Beyonce came out with the Lemonade. Lemonade was basically an extended video / movie because her album told a story from start to finish, but there was no dialogue or storyline in between. Okay, well, Childish Gambino did something different. He made a story and dialogue and incorporated his music into it. Oh, I really enjoyed it. First of all, I like Childish Gambino's music. I love the way he sings. I was really hoping that Rihanna was going to sing as well, but she didn't. But I realized it was his movie short. She was just a star. So basically, let me break it down for you. Guava Island is showing on Amazon Prime. If you got Amazon Prime, you can go over there and watch that for free because you're paying for Prime, okay? And like I said, if you was at Coachella, you got to see it, or if you watched Coachella, because I think they aired Coachella, then you got to see it. So Guava Island, there was a little story of this island, kind of like a magical island of sorts, that kind of fell prey to one man or one clan of people that they call Red. And this clan of people took over the island and basically made everybody submissive to them and to their will. Okay, so she's telling this story, passing the story on. This is a story that her mama told her, and the story is being passed down, generation to generation. So we come to present day. We're on Guava Island, and there is a man named Red. Red owns everything. He owns the mill, he owns the tire shop, he owns the sweatshop, he owns the bank, he owns the road, he owns you, pretty much. Okay. Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, is a character named Denny, and Rihanna's playing a character named Kofi. They are a love interest of one another. She met him yesteryear, way back in the day, when he was playing music outside of her window. Of course, she didn't let him know how good the music was. She always, joked with him like, if you keep practicing more, you'll be good, stuff like that, But she just remembered his beautiful smile and the sound of his voice, and they fell in love, and they, came together. That's Denny and Kofi's story. Well, on this particular day, the whole episode goes over a 2-day period. On this particular incident, this particular weekend, Denny is planning a festival. He likes to sing. He likes to entertain. So he's performing a festival. And if you ever went to the islands in the Caribbean, they got festival. They got carnival. They have fetes. They have festivals. They all that be going on, right? So they got one of them about to go on where he gonna be performing. I like the fact that the way that the Guava Island, it reminded me of like being in Barbados, being in Trinidad, not so much Jamaica, but there's a lot of parts of Jamaica I haven't seen. But the structure was a little bit more updated. Aruba. And it really reminded me of Aruba on the strength of, you have these black peoples who spoke Spanish, but they still had West Indian style dialect, So that's what Aruba is to me. Like, Aruba has some, I think, I want to say some Latina people as well. But the majority of the black people that you met there, and if they spoke in English, they had that West Indian dialect. But when they spoke to one another, they spoke in Spanish. That was Aruba. And so that's what this kind of reminded me of. But so the story walked through a lot of his songs. It feels like summer. Summertime, This Is America. It was a couple more joints that he did, but they, like I said, they all rolled into the storyline. So, one of the guys where Denny worked, he was always late all the time. First of all, he's always late all the time. But one of the guys where Denny worked was like, you know what, I'm going, save up my money and I'm gonna get to America. And he was like, dude, you already in America. He's like, no, America, these United States. And his whole idea was any place that you are working or that you live, where you are working to make someone else get rich, is America. You all in America. So he broke down, This Is America. I was like, oh, and he pretty much did the video. The dancers were getting it. I was like, yeah, go ahead on. So, the thing is with the festival, everybody was preparing to take off work the next day to go to this festival. This is something big. Everybody loved Denny. He even got these little boys who was trying to rob him on the street to stop robbing him because they could work for him at the festival and do some stuff for him at the festival. Well, Big Red didn't want this to go down. Big Red felt like that if everybody went to the festival, they was going to be too tired to go to work the next day. I'll be damned if he going to give somebody a day off and the next day was going to be Sunday. No, ain't nobody taking no Sunday off up in this joint. So he told Denny, look here, you're not going to do the festival. Denny did a lot of jobs. He worked at a little factory for Red. He worked on the radio station when he was advertising. He was doing the jingles for Red. Everything was about Red. And so he said, when you go back on the radio at 5 o'clock, then you going to tell everybody you're not doing this festival. Okay. So Denny Butt got accosted by Red's people when he came to tell him that he ain't doing this festival. And Red threatened him. He was like, look here, you gonna take this $10,000 and you gonna not do your festival, or your girl who look real good, she very pretty, I think she looked good too, we both had the same taste, as if he was gonna do harm to her or do something to her to make sure that he wasn't gonna do this festival. Then he was like, I'm not gonna take this money, I'm gonna get up out of here. But yeah, they was gonna whoop his ass, roughed him up a little bit and everything, and gave him the money, say, you gonna 5 o'clock on the radio, you better tell everybody there ain't gonna be no damn festival. So then Kofi get to work, and Letitia Wright, I don't know what her character was. Everybody feeling good. They got the music playing. Anytime the armed guards remind me of how my friend told me Guyana was. That there's armed guards walking around watching what everybody do. There was armed guards at this facility here watching how they work, because that's how Big Red regulated. So when he leave out the room, they turn the music up a little bit and they get the dancing. They break it up down. They was doing all that stuff there. So when they get back to work the next day, everybody's concerned, like, it ain't gonna be no festival. Because Letitia was trying to tell her, look, this is what I'm wearing. She got her some shimmy. This is what I'm gonna wear to the festival. And they was asking another girl, what you gonna wear? She was like, ain't gonna be no festival. Y'all didn't hear Big Red threaten Denny? And Kofi's like, no, he didn't tell me that. I saw him earlier. He was a little scruffed up, and I was like, what's going on? But he didn't tell me nothing. He was like, everything was good, everything cool. I'm gonna see you at the festival later on, right? So she gets off work and she gonna hurry home to find out what's going on with her man. Why she ain't been told about being threatened, And who she see? Big Red standing there. Yeah, your dude ain't here. He's on his way to the radio station. Like that. She felt really uncomfortable, but she was able to scurry away without him. He threatened her without saying the exact words. You know what I'm saying? So she get back out, and she like when she was at work, she heard everybody. Oh, I said that backwards. Tripping. I said that backwards. When she was at work, they heard on the radio station that Denny came on and said that he was doing the festival. I'll see y'all at the festival later on. And everybody was like, oh shit, the festival, bam. So that's when Kofi decided to go run home and find out what's going on with her man, because she just heard he was threatened by Red, and Red was standing there like, your boy ain't here. He already gone. Okay. So now Kofi finna go down there to the festival, find out what's going on with her man, right? She can't find him. Ain't nobody know where he at. He late all the time. They keep forgetting that he always late. So we go down there And he come on stage and he performed a few songs. So, you know, I was like, hey, come on, Childish Gambino. No, he was Donald Glover right here because he wasn't rapping. He was doing his thing. I was like, yeah, get it. Yeah. I loved it. I love his music. So I love the whole concept of the whole video and everything. And you know, she watching people, but she's scared. You know, Kofi is scared. She spot a dude in a mask who looked like he ain't really part of the party. He just, you know, a plant or something of that sort. And so she starts to follow him because he making his way to the stage. He making his way up to the stage. And, you know, she's like, oh, Kofi, Denny, you know, the music stops. She screamed his name and he looks up, pow, pow, pow. Dude starts shooting at him. He take off. The crowd take off running. Denny is running. He dipping through buildings, going under laundry lines and everything. And the dude is still chasing him. He's still chasing him good. You know, he dipping through all these houses and he figured that he had made his way where he needed to be safe. He hiding. He don't hurt the dude running after him no more. And he steps out and pow, pow, pow. They killed him. They killed him dead, y'all. Oh my goodness. What a sad, sad day. You know, Kofi is grieving. Her man is gone. You done shot my man dead. All because you wanted everybody to take their ass to work the next day. You didn't want us to have a day off to celebrate and enjoy our life and have fun. So, the next day, Big Red go around town. Ain't nobody in the streets. He going to his shops. Ain't nobody at the workshops. Ain't nobody in the sweatshops. Ain't nobody in the factory. Ain't nobody anywhere to be seen. And then he hears some music. The fuck, right? He going in the middle of town and hear this little music playing. It's a celebration going on. It's a celebration of life. It's a homegoing for Denny. I mean, they partying. They celebrating this man's life. They lifting him up. The pallbearers getting down. The steel drums is hitting. Ding, 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 ding. Everybody got their mask on. They got their costumes on, and they getting it. They getting it. Kofi come out, Rihanna, dressed in this cobalt kind of blue, you know, out garb, face covered up. You could tell she was looking flawless. Her Fenty was coming through underneath the little veil. She walking through the streets so queenly. So queenly. Big Red roll up. Like, what the fuck is going on? Rihanna turn around to him and say, I guess everybody got their day off anyway. I was like, that is so cute. That was the end of it, y'all. That was the end of Guava Island. That was a good little video. So if y'all can see it, go to Amazon Prime and watch it. Even though I done spoiled it for you, it's still worth seeing it. Just the storyline, a little, because you know I don't tell everything. Shit, I don't know the whole damn hour doggone thing. Go and watch it, y'all. I really enjoyed Guava Island. Y'all have a good one. Peace.